Fairies, apothecary, good luck charms. Oh my, we're talking The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. You're watching Just a Mom That Sims. I'm KT, and I'm here today for another Sims 4 news breakdown. So if you like to have fun and you like a good story, please consider liking, subscribing, following, commenting. Just do all the things. So I'm here today to talk about exactly what I said. So there are several things that I noticed. I'll probably even do a short that shows like the details that you may have missed. I know I'll do it, but I want to talk about everything that I noticed in this new pack. I will be honest that I am not interested in fairies, still am not. However, this has some good things in it. So we were introduced to the world of Ennis Green, and in that world we have 3 different neighborhoods. We have the coast of Atmore, and this is a seaside village. We have Spruce Dairy Grove, where you have your shops, your homes, and nature. And we have Everdew Magical Forest. I actually read the Sims news blurb before I bring the news to you, and this time it was loaded with good information. The world of Ennis Green is actually governed by a system of balance and imbalance with nature. If your Sim gets worse and worse, they will become very imbalanced. It will affect their love lives, their crafts, the way they garden, and several other things that they interact with in their Sim world. If they become very imbalanced, they can also pick up an ailment. The ones that they talked about in the blurb included emotional void, emotional fever, sonic sinuses, and also greeny meanie. Greeny meanie has a bonus. You actually complete all of your garden tasks very fast. However, your Sim tends to become very angry and very moody, and it's hard for them to get along with other Sims. As your Sim loses their balance, you will notice that their skill gains will slow down. It will be harder to get those skills. Also, their needs will be harder to fill. Also, Ennis Green has luck, so you can have bad luck or good luck, and it will affect your Sims' careers, foraging, and also their love lives. However, you can go to the apothecary and you can get elixirs. The elixirs can cure your illnesses and ailments, but you can also get 2 luck charms. One will give you bad luck, one will give you good luck to turn your luck around. This leads me straight into the new aspirations. You can be an elixir enthusiast, and these are the people that mix up the potions to help people fix their ailments, or you can be a nature nomad. Those are the 2 new aspirations, but don't worry, it's not all good, because maybe you don't want to help Sims get better. If not, you can also mix up a good curse. If you want to heal a lot of Sims, you may want to become a naturopath. Now, I don't know if that's naturopath or naturopath, but I know it's a new career. So if you want to do that, you can make it your full-time job to go and help other Sims be cured of everything that ails them. We will also get some new skills. You will have a natural living skill. And if you have this skill, you will be able to summon a privy bush. Yes, that's a toilet bush in case you missed it. And if you keep working hard at your natural living, you may become self-reliant. So I'm wondering if that's a reward trait. I hope it is. It sounds like it, right? Now, in this pack, we get some brand new features, and this is why I am now thinking about getting the pack, even though I care 0 about fairies. You can start living your best plant parent life. That's right, we are getting houseplants, and they are not just decoration. You have to water them and care for them, and also you have to be a companion to them. Yes, talk to your plants. What did we learn about fairies? Well, we learned several things. First, fairies do not need food. They need to feed off of emotions. So they can get that from another Sim, or they can get it from a potion or an elixir. And actually, they refer to it as a bottled emotion. I noticed a wide array of wings in the trailer. I counted, I think 5 or 6 different types, but they said on the Sims Team site that there are several different types of wings, ears, teeth, glowing tattoos, and head accessories. I noticed they had a nest head accessory. That thing was great. I think it was a nest, but it definitely had like vines and flowers on it. And they had a whole bunch of different stuff. I really like the tiara ones. The clothes, the dresses were beautiful. One of the most important things is that there are 2 types of fairies, and you can choose which path your fairy is on. Your fairy can be a harmonious fairy. They can help other living beings by providing balance, or you can be a discordant fairy where you reap chaos and you make life harder for people. So in the trailer, we saw this guy, he was getting attacked, and we had like reddish orange fairies on one side. Those were the discordant fairies, and we had blue calm fairies on the other side of him. Fairies also can use their fairy charm to do a special type of woohoo. But don't worry, if you're like your girl KT here and you're not that big on occults, your non-fairy sims can also use fairy dust for various purposes. You can enchant plants, you can bring gnomes to life, and they said that you can do other things as well. As usual, the Sims team had some simmers that built for this pack. Those builds are beautiful. You need to look at the news blurb to see what those creators had to say, because I'm not going to get into it. I'm just going to say that their builds look beautiful. But we had a Whistling Thistle Gardens build, and it is like a place where you can go and get your favorite harvestables for Sims in that world, things that you may need to do the apothecary skill. We had the Grimly Gardens Brook, home on a hill. This was a beautiful house on a hill. Also, this world had Irish and Celtic inspirations. We also had a residential place called Granamore Residential, and it was built into one of the largest trees in the forest. Gringles was the last place they talked about, and it was a hot spot to get you some drinks or mix elixirs. So anyway, if you looked at the trailer, this world was just beautiful. That's one thing, if you ask me, in my opinion, the Sims team always builds beautiful worlds. I don't care what they're inspired by, it always looks great. They're always unique, and I just have to give them a thumbs up for their world building. In addition to the beautiful world, the build by snatched my breath away. Lots of greenery, plants, vines, trees. We noticed the skinny purple tree. It looked like something from Avatar. Outside of that, the accessories were beautiful. I mean, it seemed like a lot that would be in casts alone, and the build by is actually what made me think, oh, I might get this pack. Now, let me go to some things that I noticed that you may have missed. Number one, the kids now have a scrapbook. The child was laying on the ground. They have like little scissors that were sitting beside it. It looked like the stuff on the crafting table, but when they closed it, my daughter realized like there is a scrapbook. Number two, the new hairs look great, but one in particular, it was a short haircut. It had a tapered back, and in that taper, in the very center, they had fairy wings, and going out to the side, it was like natural vines or like plant vines. It looked amazing. Number three, the kids had body paints. So I don't know if that's going to include face paints or not, but the child that we noticed had little characters up and down their arm. You'll see her picture right here. That's going to be a wonderful addition for when my Sims are partying. I'll pretend like somebody put it on them. I'm sure it's just a cast feature. If it's more than that, I'd be greatly surprised. Number four, we talked about the good and bad fairies, but I did notice they had different colors. So we had a red or reddish orange. Those were the bad fairies, or the discordant fairies. They were attacking the guy, hitting him everywhere. He was dipping and dodging. I'm wondering if that's going to be a new death. They didn't list any new deaths other than the fairies' death. If they do not feed by emotions, they can die. I noticed the blue fairies represented the calm fairies. Number five, I noticed that the fairies had different wings. I noticed from reading the news blurb that there are several different types. I noticed 5 in the video. One of them looked like dragon wings. One of them had big voluminous wings, like she was the fairy queen. We had a pregnant fairy that did like a pregnant fly, if I'm not mistaken. I noticed her fly was kind of bouncy, like she was struggling to get around. Number 6, we had some bathing suits, and I mean literal bathing. You can bathe in the rivers, and she changed into this, what I call the bathing suit, to get that bath. It was beautiful. So I don't know if it'll be in the swimsuit categories or what. Of course, she put it on so that she would not be nude in the river. And the last thing that I noticed that was confirmed in the news blurb was the living houseplants. You have to take care of them. They can be sprawled everywhere. This takes the in-home greenery up a ton. It also helps you build your skills while still in the home. So those are the things that I noticed that you may or may not have missed. Tell me what you saw in the comments. Now, how do I wrap this up? I started off by saying I'm not interested in fairies. I'm still not. But this pack is giving me life and death vibes. That Sims 4 life and death. If you don't have it, it is now one of my favorite packs. Now, my all-time favorite pack will still be Grow Together, hands down, but I got Life and Death knowing that I would not be interested in playing the Reaper career. But I saw that you had like a funeral director career. You had all of these different things that you could get into in Ravenwood. I don't really do the ghost play, yet I have never gotten bored with that pack and have not dived into all the features yet. There are so many festivals that you can just take your family to. It's so much. If you just play your Sims, like Life and Death has a lot for you, right? But as a storyteller and now a SimTuber, yeah, there's a lot for me there. And this is giving me the same vibes. Honestly, if you look at the bills they have in here, the bill by objects, look at this toilet that I spotted. It looks amazing. Yes, I said a toilet looks amazing. KT, you're crazy, girl. I hear you. But I'm telling you that I went from probably a 20% chance of getting it because I don't prejudge the packs. I don't start complaining about them before I've really seen what it is. I've always said, guys, that just because something isn't for me, I will never say like nobody wants that because it's not true. Somebody does want that pack. So I just respect the pack. I skip the pack if I don't want it and I get it if I do. I always stay open until I can see the trailers. So I'm at 80% now saying that I would probably get it. Now we'll see when the gameplay trailer comes out probably next week where I am after that. So let me know where you are. Are you getting this pack or are you not? You know, it's all love over here at Just a Mom That Sims. Also, just a quick promo, join me and Jen the GX Simmer live on her channel. We're going to be on her podcast talking everything Enchanted by Nature and Sims 4 news. So yeah, join us over there. But I hope that you got what you needed from me in this reaction. And until next time, remember, keep simming, be happy, and always have a blessed day. Bye bye.